We're back. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. Mama D got her tarot cards here for you. We're digging into the Nancy Guthrie case, and like I've said so many times before, you guys ask absolutely the most amazing questions. Ow! Hold on a minute. I hit the funny bone of the knee and I'm gonna die. I hit that spot. Oh my golly, let's move that so I never hit that spot again. Give me a minute to like recuperate. You know what I'm saying? When you hit it's like when you hit your funny bone of your elbow. Makes you sick for a second. Wow, now you know I'm not AI. Woosa, woosa, wash the pain away. Woosa, woosa, whoo. All right. Dang. I am spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially protected by the blood of Christ as Jesus is my Savior. Maybe just reminded me to say my prayer again. All right, you guys, I'm okay now. I can breathe. Let's get started. Debbie Gazzardo in the house. Welcome back. We missed you. I'm so sorry you were sick. I'm happy to have you back. Are you ready to get going? Let's get started together. All right, let's get the cards shuffled. And we're going to let the PIs ask the questions today. And our beautiful supportive members. And our first question is Nancy still with us? Now, we've asked this many times before. And we always get, unfortunately, a no. Now, I like to say unfavorable or favorable, just simply because that's more likely. Is Nancy still with us? And thank you, Lord Jesus. She's with us, but not on this planet is what I feel. We have this exchange. We're going to get into it. Six of Pentacles is an exchange of energy. You can see the beggars, and you can see this person that has money is handing out a payout. So we have a payout. We have an Ace of Swords. Aces are yes. This is clarity. And we have this financial situation of Queen of Pentacles, which could represent Nancy. It could represent Savannah. It's the queen that sits on the throne that's been here a long time. They're established. They own land. They are financially set. But they also have years of experience under them. So let's understand more. It's not at a face value of a full yes, but it could be seen that way. But there's more to it because they exchange, right? And you could think of that as Nancy's with us in energy, but not physically. So perhaps we should have said, is Nancy still physically with us? Is Nancy still physically with us? If it's meant to come out, it will. Welcome, Jan Funk. We have the 10 of Cups. So that is a favorable energy here. I do not believe she is alive. I'm trying to understand why I'm getting yeses, which is very rare for Mama D to get an answer like that we've already gotten such strong understanding of. So I'm just trying to understand it. Bottom of the deck, the devil. Well, if the devil has her, I pray that she has passed over to God. There's regret. And something ignored and planted, divine timing. I need more clarification. Carla Burgeon, 19 months. Thank you, lovely, for saying stay safe. That storm coming is a big one. I mean, 45-mile-an-hour sustained winds with gusts up to 70, I believe. And, hurricane force winds with 18 inches of snow coming. All right, let me understand this with Nancy Guthrie. Why is the devil? Sibling brother, sister or brother. I'm telling you guys, Annie Guthrie keeps getting thrown in the reed, right? So spouse and partner. What? Look at this. The sister and the brother. Sister or brother, so I'm not thinking Cameron, but I'm also looking at the spouse. Annie's the one that has the marriage there to Tomato. And then we have death, coffin. So I'm just going to tell you, even though I have 2 cards on the table, the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Cups, that would lead me to say, if I were going by face value, yes, that she is with us, if you want to call it that. I don't feel she's with us physically in the flesh any longer. I feel Nancy is with us in spirit. I find it interesting that I got that sister, right? Sister, brother energy. Could be Savannah's sister or brother. And then we also got that partner, the marriage, the teammate, the spouse. And then I have the coffin, death, funeral, laid to rest. The cards are telling on Annie. In my humble opinion, look at that. Toxic. Drugs, evil. Evil, evil, evil. Poison. She may have been poisoned at meal. So I would say, honestly, my gut is telling me that she is not physically with us any longer alive. I hate looking at that devil card, but I do feel there is devil energy surrounding the disappearance of Nancy. I truly, truly do. Thank you so much, Debbie, and I'm so glad you feel better. Smudger is asking, did Nancy recognize the perp? Did Nancy recognize the person, the perp that took her out of her house? Come on. Stuck energy, wild. Did Nancy actually physically recognize the perpetrator that took her out of her house? Liar, cheater, thiefer, the one that stole her. And then we have the celebrate card. There's 3. So there's more than one. So there's more than one that was working on taking her out. I believe there were 3, honestly. Maybe 1 outside the house, 2 in the house. Maybe 1 in the car, 2 in the house. But this is showing me that the ones that took her, there were 3. Did she recognize them? Did Nancy recognize the perpetrators that took her from her home? Did Nancy recognize the perpetrators that took her out of her bed? Abduction. So it's the cards are doing something strange today. They're like repeating what I'm saying. All right, so taken out of her bed. All right. Removed from her home by 3. It is giving me that, telling me 3. Did she recognize them? I'm not seeing that she recognized them. We have Page of Wands. This is a low level energy. This is inexperience. You know, it's not a knight. It's not a king. It's not a queen. It's not even a prince. It's a page. It's a messenger. So what this is telling me is she did not recognize the messenger, the ones that actually took her out of her home. Unlikely. We have nothing that is showing me that. She's also saying that there was a commingling of energy, a meeting, if you will, of more than one individual. So I would say unlikely that she recognized the people that took her. Thank you for asking that, Smudger. Thank you, thank you. All right, my lovely. Jennifer Swain, question, was Annie aware of her mother's abduction at dinner the night before Nancy was reported missing? Whoa. That's Jennifer Swain, you're getting the goat. Question, was Annie aware of her mother's abduction at dinner the night before? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Was Annie aware of her mother's abduction the night before that she was reported missing? The Empress, now that could be the victim. That could be the motherly card. That could be the victim. The Empress is all four queens. She is abundant. She isn't pregnant with child necessarily, but she is pregnant with something of abundance, which could be like in the Gabby Petito case. Brian Laundrie took her life by manual strangulation, and it turned out that the reason she was getting the Empress card the entire time is she was giving birth in her death of the DV movement. People were really starting to understand how manipulative a domestic violent partner could be. So we have the Empress was Annie Guthrie aware of Nancy's abduction the night before. We have King of Swords, which is truth spoken. It's also law, autofocus, holding back, and yes, very favorable. This could see, you could see this, you know, because this guy is like holding on too tight. He's not going to let go of something. In other words, it's all mine. It's greed. It's money. But it's also holding on too tight to something. Could be Annie and, or Nancy, I mean. And we have the self-couple of yes. The answer appears to be very highly favorable that Annie was aware of her mother's abduction the night before. Wow, I knew that was an excellent question as soon as I read it. Man, I really hit my knee, you guys. It's the Robin. That's wild. Okay. Spilled paint furniture flipper. Hello, my lovely. Question. Did Savannah put pressure on the sheriff to clear the family? I would guess yes. I would truthfully, honestly believe that. But we'll see what the truth comes out in the cards. Did Savannah put pressure on the sheriff to clear the family and keep the Guthrie name clear? The Empress. That's wild, right? That could be seen as Nancy. Did Savannah put pressure on law enforcement to clear family to protect the Guthrie name? King of Cups, deep emotion. She felt deeply about it. This is showing it's an island in a sense of stone. And this is the King of Cup. He's got the offer and he's also got a bell. So in other words, he's going to ring, you know, he's catered to. He's got the bell to ring so that when he needs something, he can cater and then people can come to him. So this is saying you're going to bend my way. You're going to bend my name. This could be seen, the Empress is the Guthrie name, right? And then we have the, you're going to bend to my way. And we have the Hermit following intuition, Virgo energy. Also the home card. You could see this as Tucson. You could see this as the sheriff. You could see this as Savannah. And we have that holding them back. So yeah, this is suggesting indeed that if Savannah is the Empress, and then we have the sheriff as this, you know, or it could even be Savannah's energy bending toward my will. This is this home energy of holding back. Holding back what? The devil. Protecting the devil. I would lean toward yes, but it wasn't a clear yes or no. But I give an answer. I read the cards no matter what. So I would lean toward likely. That holding back, I would think, right? Hi, Nikki Love. You say, question, saying about ashes rise from the phoenix be the place instead where what? What? Question. Saying about ashes rise of the phoenix be the place instead where Nancy is. Honey, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, Nikki. I usually can answer all questions, but baby, I don't know what that meant. Hey, Kraken. Nikki, if you would be so kind to rephrase it so I can understand it, and I'll definitely try and find it. I'll watch for your post so I can get your question. Just give me a little bit more clear. Kraken 54, hello and welcome back. Question: did Nancy and people who took her stop at a quick gas station? Did they stop with Nancy at a quick gas station? The devil. The moon. The night. Right? Well, now we know who took Nancy, right? The devil. In the night. Right out of her bed. And we have defensive. So I would say negative. I would say unlikely that they stopped for gas with Nancy. Very unlikely. We have the devil, toxic energy. We have something hidden. They're trying to stay hidden. The moon card, think of at night how it's hidden. Everything is hidden. We have the defense card, protecting how far you've come. No, they were defensive. They did not stop anywhere with Nancy that risked their defense. In fact, they stayed hidden in the moonlight. Bottom of the deck, the judgment. So that tells me, judgment is telling me, yes, I made the right call on the read. So highly unlikely that they stopped for gas. Let me do a quick shuffle and clear the deck out. All right, my lovelies, let's see here. I always like to try to get as many different people as I can. And Ned, hello, welcome back. Question: is Annie's son involved? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Is Annie Guthrie's son allegedly involved? We have independent energy. 9 of Pentacles, standing strong on your own, standing alone and independent. We also have another 9, 99 red balloons, something coming out there. All right, so then we have 9 of Cups, a wish, also a bartender, somebody that's overindulgent. Was Annie Guthrie's son involved? And then we have the marriage card. This is not lending me towards a yes, really. What I'm picking up is that it was independent of the children. In other words, the children aren't involved. This was more independent of the parents, allegedly. That there was a wish about the marriage. A wish for the family. Bottom of the deck. A fight was going on. The fight might have been witnessed by the children. And it had to do with work or money, finances, 8 of Pentacles, and a commitment to that. Prior commitments, could even be legal commitments. And an offer of self-love, as well as an offer of money. So, I'm not getting a yes or no, but I am getting this energy of solo, and that would leave out others, children and so forth. So I would say the children are not involved in the knowledge of their grandmother being taken. However, they may have been aware of a fight. They may have witnessed bickering amongst them. Great questions, you guys. Man, you're good at this. Nikki, question. The place Phoenix, was Annie saying that was where Nancy was? Okay, I still don't get it, but I'll try. And when I don't understand the question, often, are you talking about Phoenix, Arizona? All right, let's ask that. Is Nancy in Phoenix, Arizona? We have the devil. And we have a strong no. We have no. So we have the bed. And we have defense. And confusion. But get a new perspective about betrayal. There's no. No. I don't know how else to say it. We have a negative energy. We definitely have this toxic attachment to Nancy. That we have the reverse of travel. So this is the Six of Swords. It means they're traveling. And it's in reverse. It's no travel. We have the can't sleep, can't eat, being woke up out of the bed. And we have self-defense, Seven of Wands. Followed by confusion. So Nancy's confused by this whole thing, Seven of Cups. And to get a new perspective because there's something very bad that happens after she's woke up with betrayal. All right, I'm going to grab these cards out. Normally go this deep into one read, but why the betrayal card? We have inside structure, crawl space, attic, basement. Interesting. And we have guilt, shame, blame, and fear. And we have a visitor, guest, passerby, or traveler. And then buried, shallow grave. All right. So I do not feel that Phoenix, Arizona has anything to do at all with the disappearance of Nancy. I'm sorry if I misinterpreted the question. I still don't get it. Question, the place Phoenix was Annie saying that was where Nancy was. No, I don't believe so. Jennyville, question, does the person or people that took Nancy still have her body? Ooh, Jennyville's gonna get the goat. Oh yeah. Did the person that took Nancy still have her body? Aw, Carla. We have independent solo energy, alone. Nancy is alone. In the sun. She's out in the desert, y'all, spread like ashes. I'm just saying. Sun and spread like ashes. No, they don't have her body. And a lot of readers may disagree with me on this, and feel free to. I'm going with a little bit of intuition here. Here's the thing. We have independent energy. Saying Nancy is independent energy. She isn't with anyone. And so they don't still have her because she would be with them. So this right here is telling me a negative answer. That no, she's not with the same people that took her. That she is alone. I'm taking this as literal this time. She's in the sun. Like the desert sun is what I'm picking up intuitively. And I said before the card came out, her ashes were spread intuitively. And that's what this person basically is doing, is they're spreading the wealth, right? They're sharing, they're passing something out. And so for me, I would say most likely not with the original person. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, lovely. I see that you did a snooper chat. Thank you, my love. I hope I do still stay safe. I truly do. I won't be back tomorrow, I know, because if we even have power, it'll be a miracle. And so we already have gotten notification we won't have internet, so I won't be able to be with you. And they did say it could take a couple days to get even our phone service back up. So we shall see, my lovelies. I love you, and thank you so much, Carla. And thank you all for the prayers. All right, you guys, just a few more questions. I want to try to give everybody I can. Hey, House of M, good to see you, lovely. Marion, great question. Let me find Marion's question. Okay, good question, Marion. Marion, love, I know you're new to us, so make sure, well, not new, but forgot. Make sure and put the word question in front of your question so I always see when you ask a question, because I look for that word question. All right? Your question is, will the alleged perp involved do it again? I feel like you should get the goat too. That's an amazing question. Indeed. Will the perpetrator do this again to another person? Will the perpetrator do this again to another person? Page of Wands, they're immature. This is a messenger of a plan. There is another plan. And the plan will have action taken on it. Of a very bad offer, you know, fish in a cup, right? Who wants the fish in a cup? Nobody wants a fish in a cup. And this is an offer. He's like, do you want this fish in a cup? Do you like it? No, because it's a stinky offer. So this is a plan, because these are the architects right here with the builder, and they've got the blueprint, and they're building the church. So we have a messenger of a plan, autofocus, of a stinky offer, followed by they're working on it. They're working on another bad boo-boo. And worse yet, they have the Three of Wands, which is not only a plan, but a plan of action taken. That's sad, but the answer is highly likely. Smudger, 15 months as a tarot class. Thank you, lovely. She said, stay safe, Mama D, and family, and all those in the path of the storms. You are in my prayers. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. I can use all the prayers we can get right now. It hasn't started. It won't start till about 8 o'clock tonight, but it's supposed to get just horrific. We'll see how it goes. Let's see who hasn't asked a question. Question Zozo. Are several members of the Scorched environment in the loop of what happened to Nancy? Ooh. Ooh. That hits home. Oh, I got goosebumps. Zozo, you got it. I told you. You guys are my favorite ones to ask questions. All right. Are there members of Scorched Fetish Ball that are in the loop of what happened to Nancy Guthrie? We have a new beginning, packing light, with the Hierophant, which is the pact, which is the pledge, new pledge. And there's that bar atmosphere, right? You can see this is the bartender, belly up to the bar, 9 cups. Abundance here, new plan for abundance, bottom of the deck. The Sun, highly likely. Highly likely. It's not a for sure, but it is showing me that there is a pact. So why would they have a pact, right? That's interesting. All right, popping in for a quick hello to True Crime. Hi, Nan's Life. Lovely. It's been forever since I saw you. Good to see you. Great to see you. All right, you guys, let me see who else hasn't had a chance. Marion, thank you for asking. Question, will the perps strike again? I think we did answer this. I think we did, and it does say yes, that they're already working on a plan. So a couple people had the same great question. Let me see if there's one more question of somebody that hasn't had a chance. Jan Funk, question. The people that took Nancy, will they be caught soon? Ooh, best question of the night, Jan Funk. You're getting both goats. I guess you get 3. I hit it again on the way in. Will the people that took Nancy, this is our last question for today, lovelies, will they be caught soon? Will the people who took Nancy be caught soon? I don't like the answer because it's not saying yes. What it's saying is we have the fight. We have betrayal. We have small amount of evidence. So here's the problem. This is telling me way too much. Here's the problem. They are struggling. They are fighting because they are short on evidence. That little piece of pentacle means something tangible in the real world. And in the true crime readings, pentacles can represent evidence. We have a page, not a queen, not a king, not a knight, a page, a messenger. This is the messenger with very little evidence, and it's a fight to get the evidence. Betrayal. So it's almost saying betrayal. When you see the Three of Swords, this is intimate. This is somebody with three energies that are very connected in an inner circle to the situation. They're not outsiders. They're not outliers. They are right in the middle. They're inliers, right? And this is saying, because this is a case, okay, of betrayal of someone familiar in the inner circle, their DNA is readily available and excusable. So they're not able to use the normal means to determine who the real person is. So there's a lack of evidence, in a sense, to get an arrest soon that is viable, that is real. Interesting. I said that was the last question, but I think we'll do one more. And we're going to take it. Marion would like to know, question, was Nancy sacrificed in a ritual? Allegedly. I won't repeat the question. Go ahead and read it. We have strength, angel protecting. We have a decision, Two of Swords. I have the King of Wands, which is, the drug dealer on speed dial, somebody that's got fetishes, cutting something out with regret. So it's not telling me. It's saying that there was some sort of taming the beast, taming the inner beast. There was a decision by the drug dealer on speed dial kind of energy to cut regret out. So there was a choice. We have Archangel Michael here saying they gathered. They definitely gathered, right? And that's a tavern. This is the tavern card. So, oh, look at that. It flipped up and landed on a shelf above my desk. And there's that pact. The Hierophant. I don't like that we have the King and Queen of Wands. That could definitely be something in true crime you would see in the readings there. You could see that as the high priestesses, right? I mean, she's got the black cat, self-couple love, a yes and a yes. That's wild to keep getting aces back to back. It's favorable. It's favorable. It's almost like this is a spiritual warfare. Good against evil. In this case, at times, the evil is showing, how bad it really is. It's just sad. Heartbreaking for Nancy and all of us. I want to say thank you guys so much. Yeah, check out my fabulous shop. We have organic raw cow milk lotion, which is our Jersey girls, and it's incredible. I love our lotion. We have organic goat milk soap, the Milkmaid Creations. We have tons of decks, and I just put an order in to all my deck companies, and so we'll be getting our decks in soon. I want to say thank you so very much for tuning in, hitting like, subscribe, and all the wonderful things. Lucky is here. Come here, Lucky. You want to say hi to Lucky? Let me see if I can get him to come over. You see him down here? Come here, look. Aw, you come up and say hi to Mama. See my baby? I love you. I love you. Oh, you're just the sweetest thing. This is my baby. This is our Lucky. He's a big boy. My sweetheart. We're gonna snuggle and ride the storm out with hot cocoa. Riding the storm out. All right, my lovely, say a prayer for me and my family and all those facing the storm. Say a prayer for all of us. We all need that. And I will say a prayer to keep you safe and at peace. Say a prayer for Nancy Guthrie, too. I love you guys. My nose is itching, like the dog's hair got me. Say a prayer for Nancy Guthrie as well. And I will see you again when the storm has cleared. I love you guys with all my heart. From the bottom of my heart to the top of my heart. I love you to the moon and back. Bless you all. Stay safe out there.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemy